I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star.
Try two things. Either you try to stand up and try again, or if you're at that point that you feel like I really can't go on with this, try to overcome it by one, forgetting it, praying to forget it, or helping someone. Do you have a child? Try to make that person be. Or if you feel like, okay, I'm alone now, I wanted to be a doctor and I can't, and you have money and you're at a point that you feel like I don't want to continue, what about if you can't rest until you see someone, if you want contentment, what about sponsoring someone who wants it, who is already at the university doing it, but they have problem with money or something is disturbing them, and they graduate and they become it, and they tell them, I became this cause of this, and you feel contented. Like, we cannot have all life solutions. In this life, you will never have 100% life solution. It never happens. It never happens. Trust you me. Even if you wanted to become a president and you become that president, there are things you cannot do. Like, maybe you've been given 10 terms. Like, let's talk about the democratic way. In Kenya, my country, it's the most you can rule, or at a certain, you can sit. The most you can rule at a sitting is 10 years. That is 5 years, 2 terms, 5 years, 5 years. By the end of those 5 years, you'll still feel like kuna kitu, there's something I didn't accomplish. Okay, so but the fact that you are there and you did your best, and there's someone who can look back and say that I became this, it became better because of this, that is contentment, and that is what you're supposed to focus on to live in this life. In this life, there will always be the opposers and the proposers, just like parliament. People who will always see good and people will never see good. And if we don't, and then we must have those two in this life. That's why we have heaven and earth. There is no shortcut. Stop saying that, why can't everyone be positive? No way. Life will be so boring. And this is the bitter truth. Life will never be fair. People always say that life is unfair. Yes, life will never be fair. There is someone who says life will never be fair, but you can make it a better place for you to fit in by practicing positivity and doing what is best for you and what you're supposed to do at that moment, so you don't give up. In this life, if you look, I'll show you, there's this, you can check here, is it right or left? There's this canine I put for you, talking about life. It's a video my dad sent me. There's this money, some lump sum of money here. There's someone running and their leg is pulled back. They're running, holding the money. By the time they have all the money, they're in the grave. That is life. Nobody lives forever. Yeah. I'm looking for anti-aging cosmetics. I want to apply and look younger and more feeling. But no matter how young you look, truth and the fact remains that one day you will die. You might be young, you might be old, but one day you die. So that is life. That is life. That is the course of life. So we've said, number one, let's not judge, because this one could be spiritual matters. Spiritual matters. Maybe even the lady didn't even know herself by the time she was killing them. Maybe it's just a spirit that came and pushed. Have you never met someone, maybe even your neighbor or a friend or even your brother or sister, and they text you? You stay, and then someone texts you and tells you, I want to take my life. And then you tell them, okay, let's start fasting and pray. Or if it's those people who go to priests, maybe the priest does some things, prayers, special prayers, and that thing disappears. And the next day you talk to this person is okay, life is for the living, we are living. This person posts in a yard and life is moving, and you're like, but again it comes, and you in this life you must know how to stand up when you fall down. And if there's one thing I want people to know on this channel, you 100 and something people of mine, my abujubujas, the reason as to why I record. Do you know why I record? Because of you. is that nothing is, I don't know which English I will use the best. Nothing is irrecoverable. Yeah, nothing is irrecoverable. There's nothing that God cannot change. There's nothing that God cannot save. Christians, I don't know if this is there in Quran or other scripts, but there's a page that says, I think it's the hymn of Psalms, that even at the center point of hell, in that deathbed, that bed, imagine you're in hell at the center, sleeping there, you're seeing this is Satan, and you're like, hi Satan, and he's passing there, and you're borrowing water. Can you imagine? The Bible says, I think Christianity is so interesting because it has like crazy faith. So the Bible says that even there, they say that Jesus is there. Jesus is also in heaven. Jesus is in heaven. They're omnipresent. So they say that even in that center hell, Jesus is able to help you. It's a song, and this person was singing and saying that even there. So for you so do you think for God to inspire someone to write that in the Bible to go years and years, do you think that this person had not gone through that? See, maybe he was there, and he realized that, oh, so there's nothing irrecoverable in this life. If you want to change, okay, you don't need to kill yourself. You don't have to. I love my firstborn sister. I love my firstborn sister. She's called Wanjiku. My firstborn sister is married, and if the husband disturbs, it's normal, it happens, people fight. But my sister, if she's depressed too much, my sister does not allow to be depressed. My sister is you see those people who there is a problem, but they're laughing and they're like, sasa tufanye. There's a time in our village, there's a season, in the village we like rearing cattle, goats, cows. So there's a season, these thieves, like they tell each other, go and rob here. So that time, we used to be so scared. And people are all scared. My mom is like, make sure you lock the upper, whatever, locks everywhere. My sister is just there, maybe she's there eating stories and our Bible story. And they're like, Wanjiku, ushtuki. And she just said, tutafanya. Sasa tutafanya nini na wezi kama wanakuja kwetu tu ni kwetu. Ambaye ni tu wasiende na zote. As I've grown up, I've come to appreciate that. And I've also come to realize that I'm like that also. There could be a problem. And then after saying our Father, don't think me I will sleep there thinking. When I'm stressed up, I sleep a lot. But trust me after praying, you will see me somewhere jumping and you're like, guy, sister, because I've known the secret that life without challenges is boring. But what's the secret of you staying happy? Kwani those people who stay happy, you think they're special? No. It's just an art they have mastered. This is the challenge. Okay. Am I a preacher? Am I a bishop? Can I go and appoint? No. Okay, I don't have the ability. Okay. What can I do? Maybe I can look for some money. They buy for her fruit. And then I pray. I kneel down and ask God to, intervene. So then after that, maybe I can say, okay, because I'm depressed, I'll put 2 songs. Then after that, I continue with life. Because beyond that, there's nothing else you can do. I hope and I really wish that people will try to start embracing life in that manner. Yeah? And let me tell you, if you've never dated a narcissist, you will not appreciate a lot of things in life also. Because a narcissist never lets things go. A narcissist is someone you will break up with today. And after 5 years down the line, atakuona na wig yako, maybe they had given you a wig, and maybe they have recorded, maybe this wig is, and then they ask for it. Don't pay. Please, let's not have that spirit. It's wrong. Can we learn to move on? I was telling you about my sister, Wanjiku. My sister is married, she has kids. But if the husband gives her pressure, or maybe the in-laws or what, she books whatever. She will just book a mat and come home, a bus and come home. And when she comes, she'll be like, you're doing great, huh? Okay, so chapati, we're eating chapati and what? Chicken? And she's very normal. That's why she's not dead. Because if it's some people I know, because your marriage is not working, you want to kill yourself. Don't kill yourself, honey. I wish you knew. And that's why I encourage people. I know so many people here, and you're my witnesses, even on my messenger, on WhatsApp. You chat me, young ladies, they chat me and they're like, okay, I want to come to GAF. Me, I tell you the truth. Me, I've never lied. Okay, I'll give you HPG Kenya. Even I'm giving it now here. If you want to look for a job outside the country, just go to HPG Kenya, talk to them. The reason is to why I'm not saying others are bad. It's because that's the agency I used, and because before I used it, you know, guys, in our little stories, I'm going to start my story about my journey to Qatar. You're gonna like it. Mutapenda. Me, I've been conned. Me and my dad, we've lost 80,000. Me, we've lost money, guys. Of those in Qatar, 80,000 is like over 5,000, almost 5,000, 4,000 reals. Because someone told you, no, I'll take you to Dubai. One day I'll give you that story. Yeah? And I text them. I tell them, go there. And it's expensive. Yes, it's expensive. Start your journey there. It's go and humble before your parent. You don't have a parent, a guardian. You don't have a guardian hustle. But don't rush things again. That now you want to come because this is free. Start your journey and come. Okay? Don't kill yourself. And I want you to understand that on that the reason is why I'm not going to focus on this most is because I've explained more on my journey to Qatar. It will come up. I don't know which will be posted first, this or that one, but it will come up and I'll show you, I'll tell you of how I lost money, how I kept on trying. Everybody knew I was going to Dubai but nothing would come up. Everybody would hear of a job, even if it's housekeeping, and they would tell me. And then my dad is like, you know. But at last, we made it, we came. Even though we didn't like come with what we wanted or what we ever even thought of. But at least we're here. And from here, we're trying to reach where we always wanted. And if in this life, if we look for things to kill ourselves for, how hautakosa, guys. Some of us really try to be some of us even go to the gym just to acquire the body shape, because what you always want to become in life needs that. There's a friend of mine here, I know. She's always wanting to go back to school because she wants to be, was it a doctor or something? And then maybe she didn't like directly qualify, so she's always using a lot of money doing those I think upgrade courses to reach her there. And time is running out. You're hitting 30, you've not done anything, nothing has come to be. If you look for a reason to kill yourself, you will kill yourself. Can you try to embrace life for a moment? For some time, can you try to overlook what we go through, because they will always be there, and start appreciating this? Okay, you woke up in the morning and you lost they've told you like, now this company collapsed, we don't want you, and even maybe the reason is why it's not even you maybe who quit, it's just them who want to just let you go. You know, the devil uses a lot of ways to just discourage and oppress you. Sometimes you just woke up and you receive a termination letter. You did nothing wrong. Can you try to see, okay, I've lost my job. I know it's stressful, but I'm alive. I'm healthy. I have legs. I can communicate. So that is an added advantage. So why, instead of me killing myself, why can't I wake up? Okay, it's there. Why can't I start looking for a job? Instead of deciding to first kill myself, why don't I start looking for another